So we need to perform 4 steps to do the post configuration of this FDM. So this is classical FDM, desktop client version, so we could say. Okay. And we upgraded, I mean Oracle was upgraded this FDM to FDME, where you don't have any workbench what we discussed or weblog and like that. So we finally go and load the data in the workspace itself. Okay.
Okay.
So how this FDME works, than this FDM, classic FDM through Workbench or WebLogon. So I'll discuss this Workbench and WebLogon in our training part, and I'll show you how the FDME works as well. Okay, that is an upgraded tool from this FDM. All right. So what is the first step while we are doing the post configuration of this FDM in the sense? So log on to the server, and the server which you are trying to log on, we are using administrator user, but in the real time you should log in with the service account, the user which was already created and which has administrator right, uh, for on this server. So in which server you have installed FDM, that server should have a local user, I mean to say, where you could create the user.
Start control panel, users
Yeah.
and create
So,
user.
right, where?
Users and yeah, control
So
panel.
you mean to say this is the user? Can you say this one is a service account?
Um, user account. Yeah, this is the administrator. Yeah, this is a service account. Yeah.
This is a service account. This service account, I mean, all these things. So where we are trying to create these things, basically, we go for computer management. So I should see all this stuff, right? All
Yes.
these users, go for users. See, same,
Okay.
right? So you could create here. Basically, we go with this, computer management, local users and groups. So I have a user here, admin, and I'm trying to, I gave this admin user as, local user or service account policies as well. So I'm using admin as a service account. Okay, and this user should have administrator right. You could see here. Okay, and this user should have some policies. What are those policies? Local security policy. That security policies, so this is very very important uh, for the service account, like login as a service. This service should assign to that service account. Okay, how we need to assign the local security policies in the sense, we have 4 policies to work on this Hyperion. So one is act as a part of operating system. It means like he is an administrator. So right click on that and add that particular user. How to add? You know that, right?
Yes.
Right. So go for cancel, and this is the one policy, and the second one is bypass traverse checking. This is one more policy. Okay. Right. And the next one, the third one is login as a batch job. You should have, you should create under this service as well. And finally, login as a service. For FDM, login as a service is very very important for FDM. The user which you are trying to log on and which you are giving as a user and password, like while doing the post configuration, that particular user should have this login as a service policy. So right click, properties, explanation, login as a service. This security setting allows a security principal to log on as a service. Services can be configured to run under the local have a built-in right to log on as a service. Any service that runs under a separate user account must be assigned this right. Okay. The user
Oh,
should act as the administrator again, apart from this administrator right. All right. Only for this FDM we are giving this login as a service account. It's very important apart from the remaining three services. And once we're done with that, we go for the next step as go for all programs or EPM system, EPM system 1, FDM. So the first step you should configure web config manager. What is this? Web config manager. I already created an application. In the sense, I already post configured this FDM. So what we need to do here, general, give the admin and password details under load balance server. So the server which on the server which we have installed FDM, you need to give this. Clear? And the backup server you don't require. So just go to start, all programs, Oracle EPM system, EPM system 1, FDM, web config manager, just click on this. Right. Okay, so this is the first step. Next, go to start, all programs. Next step would be task manager. Go for task manager configuration. Again, the same thing, load balance configuration you should give. Okay. Then the third one, we should come from this top application server. Just go and do the application server configuration. So this just it is trying to configure with the service account. That's it. Don't give domain anywhere. Don't give domain anywhere. Just give only the user and password. And finally, load balance configuration. So that is very important to configure whether it is working properly or not. You could validate using load balance configuration. Just click on that load balance configuration. See, application server we have already given, and authentication provider. So here authentication provider, in the sense, why I'm not able to see edit. No, there's something was happened. Okay, so here you are going to test this connection with admin. So through which user you're trying to log into the workspace?
admin.
Yes. So with the same user, can you log in with the shared services console?
Yeah, set
Right. So
services
it's an
console.
admin,
Once we are
right?
logged in, we can
Yeah.
write.
Right. So here the user which has administrator right to log on with the shared services console, you should give that service account here to configure here. Let me do one thing. So go for add. Oh, go for add. I'll select here. No, something was happening here.
Remove
Remove it.
it.
Add it. CSS. Yeah. Select this one. Say it okay. Description. Shared shared services and username the same admin welcome everyone. Okay, test the connection between FDM to shared services. Right, it was done. Right, shared services console successful. Say it okay. Oh, I'm sorry, you should give the password here itself, here also. Right, done. So we're done with the post configuration. First step would be go to start all programs, do first web server component. I'm sorry,
In task.
web config manager, task manager, application server, and load balancer. So this is the sequence you need to perform while doing the post configure. Clear?
Okay.
So once we installed FDM and we configured FDM with the database, again this is the last step we need to perform to do a complete configuration of FDM. Clear?
Okay.
So then we go for workbench client. Go to workbench client. Just click on workbench client. Right. So you know how to create an application in FDM?
No.
Okay. So we go with new application now. Jen. Right. The password. I'm sorry. We give the same admin. It takes some time to log in into this. The same thing here you are seeing in the web logon. Same thing you would see here, right? And I'm trying
Yes.
to give the name of the application as chain consolidation flat file to HFM flat file to HFM. The application path I want to save on I want to save on where the FDM was saved. Oracle middleware EPM system 11R1 products and FDQ. So here I want to save this. Alright, say it okay. I should see this application name and the default application group same, and database details I don't want anything like the server is same HYP server. Okay, database name I'm creating Jane FDM for this, and the credentials is SA welcome at 1. So see where the application path, it won't save with something, so it will be saving on the desktop like this. Go to general. I am copying this path, open that path. So just click on this, expand. So here this is the folder where so where I'm going to save my application. Do you see any application here with the name of Jane?
No.
No. So now go to this path and give the database details, everything. Say it okay, and you could see that financial data quality. So when you created an application with in FDM, it's going to create 4 folders, 4 directories. Okay, so what is that name of the application? Jane, right?
Yes.
Right, see here Jane. How many directories was created here when you created an application?
Data
Four
input output.
directories. Okay,
Yes.
so what is the purpose of each folder or each directory? In the sense, all the scripts oriented shell or bat files, whatever, or any scripts related information is going to store in this data folder, where you're going to pull the data using these scripts. Okay, so we have 3 types of scripts, but I'm not going in depth about each script. Custom, event, and import. Custom, it's a user defined where he could, and event, it should be like so an event where the system should understand. And the import is a kind of integration script we are going to use to pull the data. Okay, all the scripts are related based on the situation here, but we prefer only import every time. Okay, the script related is the information is going to store in this. And coming to the next folder is inbox. What are the files you imported using the script? Using script, you are going to pull the data from different sources into FDM. That say source file is going to sit in this inbox. Okay, nothing is there. Open batch. Oh, open batch. Okay. So I think batch loader also was there. So this is a utility here. Using batch loader, you're going to automate the system. You are going to automate the loading of data into the HFM. So currently I'm working on that. So we'll see how it works. So outbox in the sense, what is the data you exported using FDM? It's going to sit again in this. If it is Excel files, is going to all the Excel files are going to sit here, and the logs. If your export was not done properly, the logs will be storing in here in this. And templates. Using templates also you could export, but the data will be changing, keep on change. Okay. So this is outbox, and we don't go for the reports in the sense, if you need any FDM reports, you could create those reports and you're going to save those reports here itself. So basically the application has 4 directories. If you create, data is completely like scripts related folder, inbox is completely which was imported into the FDM application, outbox is completely which was exported into the HFM. Clear? Are you clear on this?
Yes.
Okay, so how it's going to create, I'll show you. So this yeah, go to files, exit. I created the application as application successfully created, right? What is the
Yes.
application name? Jane, right? Say it. Okay.
Then
So how many applications we do have here?
two.
2 applications. So I should see new F application as well. I saved this application on the desktop. See, data, inbox, outbox, reports. Clear? So let me log on with Jane and say it. Okay. And I said we had a discussion about the adapter, which is going to integrate between this FDM application name as Jane to HFM application as lit HFM, right? So what is the actual application which we are working in HFM time? HFM development. What is your
11.
application?
The
Jane 2 or
version.
what? No, no, no. The name of the application which we are working on for HFM.
Giant food. Just giant food. I am.
Jane 4 I think am I worked on that or I worked on 7 dimensions. I think Jane 2, right?
Yes, but even the 4 dimension is also
Completed.
configured.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
You can. You
this is
can. There.
the
You can also work on the grids.
okay, good. So this is the workbench actually, workbench homepage. Okay. So in this you need to check, you'll be having 3 tabs. One is adapter. A complete adapters information is going to see in this adapters tab. So what are the adapters you are going to import into this FDM to integrate this FDM to HFM, and scripts, I said already. So if you have any script, like you could, these are the default scripts. Once you created an application, you could see that. So in the event you could see, so go to Jane and data scripts event. Don't see, what is this? System 11R1 products, FDM, Jane, data scripts event. I don't see. So these are the templates, I think. Okay. So custom, right? So I don't see this. We'll see. Jane. Okay. Think something. Probably I could see here itself, script editor. So double click on that. Oracle Hyperion FDM event script. created by admin purpose. No, nothing is there. Sub is a routine, I mean rule name, and it's going to create startup function. This is the function. These brackets are nothing but a function. Startup function. Okay. Status messages. Okay. So leave it about the scripts for the time being, and import. There is no import script. And what about reports? If you have any templates, like if you have sample reports in your FDM, while if you install anything, you could have some practice files or reports related to that component. So to import these templates, like so go to file, import those reports. um, where those were shared components. So where is that? Right. I don't see that reports. Okay, templates. Oh, I think something happened. There is no English. Okay, leave it about this. I'll work on that. So why it is not showing me about? If you say import here, you could have some reports. I don't see those folder CSS. So I'll work on that.
Have you installed the EPMA version?
No, still getting some error with EPM agent. So let me. I mean, if if I do something like so I'm thinking about your practice. So once you're done with complete this FDM FR, I'll work on that. We together work on that, no issue. But I hope you are able to do like a data dimension library, application library, how to import the source file like that, right?
That's I have forgot, so that's the reason I just wanted to practice.
Okay, so all right. So I'll send you a document on that how to import the source file then. Okay, and I'll send the video if so with the clear information on that.
Yeah, but if you can install it, that would be much better with me.
Yeah, yeah, I
What
know.
happened? Like, once I practice, I learn more than just
Right.
reading out.
Yeah. Sure. Sure, Jen. And yeah, this is about like a simple way of creating the application through Workbench client. So how you created FDM application? In the sense, you created the application through Workbench. It's a desktop client. Clear on this?
Yes.
Right. Now I'm trying to import the adapter. You know what is adapter, right? So where I kept the adapters. So I need to look into those. So those adapters should be when we
What
would
are the
down
adapters?
FM11xG6 is the adapter name where it is going to integrate our FDM application to HFM.
Okay.
Okay, so let me right. See here, you could see the adapters, right? I downloaded from Oracle edelivery.com. So which adapter we require here? ERP in the sense ERPI integrator, ES in the sense SBase, and FM EXT. I'm not sure. FM is financial management, Hyperion Enterprise, strategic and finance. This one strategic and finance, and Hyperion Enterprise, HFM, SBase, ERPI. See about EXT and all this PL. Okay, so just copy this, okay, or extract all to where this FDM was application was created. So go to Oracle, middleware, products, EPM system 11 R1, products, FDM, shared components. So I'm copying this adapter in the shared components. Okay, so let me see here how it has happened. Oh, not sure. Okay, one second. Right. So in this financial data quality, I'm going to import the adapters here in this folder. Okay. Right. Okay. So let me extract all. I just tried here, but I don't see.
No, you did not try. You
I
haven't.
didn't extract.
No.
Okay, one second. Right. So where I'm trying to
Okay.
shared components. Okay. Say it. Okay. Extract it. Go to shared components. Do you see here the adapter names FM11J6C, FM11IJ6C? I is nothing but for intercompany partner loading data. X is nothing but a general adapter loading into the HF application. Okay. So select this FM11J6C, say it open. Oh, I'm sorry. Go to adapter, file, import, select the adapter name, open it, select all these things. This is the adapter and the scripts, load tables, select all, say it okay. Right. Do you see the adapter was imported successfully here?
Yes.
Using this adapter, it's going to integrate with HF application. Right. So the next step would be you need to import the, you done importing, you need to register that adapter with shared services. Go to adapter components. It will automatically root out, so you don't need to worry. Like once you extracted that adapters, this adapter components folder will be created automatically. Okay. So this is the file you need to select. FDM FM11 G6C DLL file. Say it open to register. If these two prompt windows will be gone, like that adapter was registered successfully, it means. Okay. And the third one, go to add mission profile. So here you need to be very careful. The source mission is nothing but FDM server. Okay. So here the source and target is same, right? So I'm just giving the same name. Make sure it's very important. Okay. AHYP server, AHYP server, and you need to give this username and password. Say it okay. That should be fine. And you see this the mission profile. All right. And so if you want to modify, go to properties, and this is the target server HFM server, and this is the source server FDM server. Say it okay. And finally we go for configure the adapter. So configure adapter, we do with the admin account because it's a shared services admin as well as the service account. So admin and password you need to confirm. So don't give anywhere the domain. Okay, say it okay. Right, I configured. First step would be go to file and say import the adapter. And next step would be go and register the adapter. Third one, mission profile adding. Fourth one, configure the adapter using the service account. All right.
Okay.
So this is the way to create an application here. So if everything is look good, this point of view will be created automatically. Okay. So this is the source category. Category in the sense from which scenario you're going to load to the target category. So TARG is the target, category is cat. Okay, and it was locked for the time being, and this is the sample application. This is not a any application which we have created. So we created a Jane application, and this sample is I could say location name. Okay, so just for if you're creating in the uh, let's say you just created the application, then you could see these point of view members: sample, WL, while category, target category, like that. Once you created all the things like locations or members, you could see you're going to select those things. Okay, for which period you want to load. Like I want to load October, then you could change this number. Okay, so I didn't enter anything, so I'll say locations I have only sample, category I have only WL, while category. Okay,
Okay. How do we load the data now?
so I mean we have some process again. So once we done this workbench client, we go for web logon again. Okay,
Okay.
so what is web logon? So this is a web-based URL. You're going to access the FDM application which you have created. What is your application? Jane, right?
Yes.
So do you see Jane application here? Because you
We need
didn't
to
create
refresh.
when you access this. So I'll just refresh it. Then it's going to shows us the application. So what is the web logon path? Go to start, all programs, Oracle APM system,
FDM.
system one,
Yeah. FDM. Web log.
web logon. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the URL. Okay. So make sure. So I think I didn't see this the options here. So let me work on this Internet Explorer itself. I'm sorry. Go to Mozilla, copy that, paste it here. I think logon was there. Yeah. Can you see here?
Yeah.
Right. So let me log on with this. What is the username? Admin. Welcome everyone. So I'll just show you uh, the prerequisites you need to validate again in the web logon for this FDM. Okay. So once we're done, So I'll show you the remaining concepts. See, point of view is very important. So we are going to building this point of view now. Point of view is nothing but the metadata. I log in with admin, and Jain is the application name, sample is the location name. We are going to create again according to our requirement, and this is the period, and here we are trying to load the data into HFM. For this November period we are trying to load the data, but actually the current period we are trying to load the data in the real time. Let's say November, in the sense now from November 15th onwards we are going to load the data, that November data, into HFM through FDM. And this is the source category. I don't see any category here, and the target category is nothing but uh, this one. Okay, it won't once you selected the target category, then only you could see. Global is nothing but how you're trying to act, give the access to this application for the users. If it is global, everyone could access this application. If it is local, then only the users which you have created the application can access. Locked, I locked this point of which could not do any modification. If you unlock, then only the modification will be updated into this application. So is this adapter which we have imported and registered into the application?
Yes.
Right. So now uh, please remember all these tabs, but prerequisite steps would be like, so we need to go for administration for the first time. So when you log on to the web logon, and go to application settings first, administration, application settings, see system code. So we have a couple of options, but we don't require all these things. We just go for system code. It's nothing but the adapter name. Okay, and save it here. Right, now go to administration again, and go for integration settings. Right, what is the enter HF application name? What is the name of the application? Here also we have some couple of options, but we go for log on up only application name for the time being. So Jain 2, I think the application name. Let me go to this.
So use Jane food ham.
Yeah, so which application, this one? Jain 4 dam. I mean, we have already loaded the data, right? I'll
Yeah.
try to load another application. Jain 2 is fine.
Yeah, Jane 2 is fine too.
Jain 2. Okay, so I saved it. Right. So these are the two things we need to look into that. All right. So how to provision the users for the FDM application? I want to access this Jain application for one user. Log into the workspace, and go for shared services console. How many users were there? Can you guess? Search it to see all the users. But in the real time, we could have like thousands of users. So I want to create a new user here. I want to give the access for the Jain. Welcome at one. I'm using the password. Okay. So FDM user, I'm creating this user for admin user.
still one more question.
Yeah.
It's like, do you think, I can survive in this Hyperion tool because the Sunny is showing about 7 to 8 years of experience and, I haven't worked on it. So even if I crack the interview,
Hmm.
do you think I can survive in the office in this environment working on it?
uh, Most probably, I mean, I don't say about the other students, the market would be like this itself. So you know the functional knowledge very well, and if you when you are fine with accessing each and everything workspace or FDM or anything like that, this should be fine, more than enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I mean,
I,
you
I
didn't look into that environment first of all. So basically, I mean, you need to be careful with understanding the question first. Okay. And you can get it if you go through any websites or Oracle communities or anything like that. All right. But the profile would be more more demand, because you have a good functional knowledge, and this IPN is purely functional and techno-functional product. So you'll be like a techno-functional consultant. So what is the demand you are, or how much you are asking, like you could get that. And technical is somewhat you need to know, you should know. Okay. And
okay.
I mean, I see that. I don't worry about whether you crack the interview or not, because you are up to where we are. Because I see I saw so many students, but they won't practice. But you are somewhat so a bit careful about where if you miss anything, how you are asking. So I know that. Okay. So don't worry about first crack the interview. That should be fine. Like we'll be getting the remote projects as well, so you could sit in your home and you could work on. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't worry about those things. It's very simple. I mean, I don't say simple, but you, if you concentrate on that, you'll be getting. It's not a big deal.
I try to remember each and everything. I try to practice so
Mhm.
that I know that where I navigated. Even if I forget it, I would go and check it. If I have
Yeah,
practice,
that's what the
I would know
searching
that
is.
this is the place I clicked last time. I know how to go.
Right.
See, now
Searching is
today you
very
saw.
important. Yes, Jane. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you show me. We went through FDM today. I'll try and practice today or tomorrow with
Yes.
the FDM and see. Also, what I'm trying to do is like when I'm creating an application, I'm going to navigate file each and every file menu and trying to do what this is doing, what that
In
is
the real
doing.
time, I think for the supporting project, you're not going to do anything of what we did so far. We just go and update the metadata in APMA or through classical, and you're just going to validate the data through smart view or the data grid. That's it. The supporting activities. All other issues will be like administration part. So it's somewhat you could not feel okay. So I'm not able to understand, or I'm not able to do that. You could handle. Okay.
The the reason why I'm practicing is because I'm trying to read the Ericsson
Mm-hmm.
file that you sent me,
Yeah.
but I find it a little bit technical. Finding it hard to understand. That's the reason I'm practicing more instead of reading it.
Okay. So I mean, I do understand, because you are new to this and you're not even the functional things. For example, you have given me one book related to this accounting, so it is somewhat hard to me to understand, because I'm not from
Yeah,
that technical background. Because if I work for 6 months, then I could go ahead in that. No, I could
yeah.
understand. So
Okay,
it's not you could not understand. If you, even if you work. Okay.
okay, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I do, I mean, I used to provide the trainings, right, for all the, like you, the students like you. So I'm a bit confident about you, so where you could understand and where you could do. So it's not like I'm saying, for your satisfaction, but I do understand. I could, uh, you know, that what I'm expecting is like you did that, not a big deal.
Oh,
So
okay.
go for finish here. So what I'm doing here is
Now we are
provisioning.
going to choose the rights, right?
Yeah, provisioning the user is somewhat different in the sense one more step you need to perform to do the FDM provisioning. For example, I want to give the administrator right for HFM application for a user. So you are going to create a user and assigning the role as application administrator by click right and selecting that application, right? Let's see, I'll show you here. So I'm just showing saying okay. Right click on that. I want to give him as a application administrator right for HFM application. Go for provision and go to the application,
Drag and drop.
join to application administrator. Okay, and I'll say okay here. Right. See, it's completed. So I have given him as a application administrator file right for this join to application. Okay.
Now we can work, he can work on it, right?
Yeah, I have for
Just
HFM.
saying.
Yeah. So let me show you. See, um, Jane, welcome at one. I could see only that application itself. Okay,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
could work on only that application. But what my question is like, if I give the same provisioning, for example, log off, and I'll try to log in with the admin, and I'm giving the administrator right for Jane application to FDM application. Okay, go to navigate, shared services console. Okay, right, expand, search for the users. I see only two users and I'm giving him Jain application access FDM application. For FDM application again go to FDM. I think this is the okay, this one I think. So I need to make this application under FDM, right? So these are the roles for FDM. Okay, I have given administrator right. Let's say provisioning also, right? I have given him administrator right for FDM. Now let me try to log on with this user into the web logon. Go to this. Okay, I'll say I'll log off from this admin user. Right. I have given the right to Jane application, right?
Then,
And log on with this. Welcome at one, not for this site. So it takes some time. So what it is saying here, an error record logging into the system, security authentication failure. We have given administrator right? But still I am not
yeah.
able to log in because
I
of,
think we did not save it.
I'm sorry, what?
I think we forgot to save it.
No. I saved here.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
let's go for properties then. You could see that. Member of, I'm sorry, not here. Provisioning. So we need to look into the provisioning. Cancel. Right click. All the security rights. See, this is the FDM. This is the HFM. I gave him the administrator right, but still I am not able to. So what would be the issue in the sense? We need one more step. We need to do one more step to give the provisioning for this user. Log on to this application using administrator. Right. So go to administration, user maintenance. Okay. So I want to give him again the access to this application. So new user, click on new user. You need to give again in this FDM web logon. If some user wants to access FDM application, log in with administrator right and give the access again using user maintenance. So we have given the provisioning as an administrator for Jane application to Jane. Let's say select here. So if you give the administrator right in the shared services, then only you could see that username here. Okay,
Okay.
say it. Okay, right. And you must select grant access to all locations. For all the locations which you have created, he could access to all those locations. Okay,
Okay.
say it. Okay, now right now these are the users. If you see that user here under user maintenance, then only that user has the access. Remember this one. Okay, now log off and Jane, Jane, welcome at one. Clear? What is the next step? We need to one more step we need to perform to give the FDM access. Right.
Yes.
See, he logged into this. Okay. So go to administration, user maintenance. You could see the users. Right. Okay. So this is how to create an application in a Workbench client, how to import and register and configure the adapter, and how to do the provisioning in the web logon. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So just do the practice, the same thing, and let me know if you have any
Yes.
questions. So we'll see the next concepts on FDM in the next session. Okay.
Sure. And please send me this recording so that I can follow and do the
Yeah,
practice.
definitely. Yeah. All right. Okay, Jane. And one more thing. So if you see any other tool in your resume, like SBase or planning like that, don't you know uh, to bother about like I mean to say like the you should know about SBS and planning, somewhat like supporting activities like that. So if you're going to put that much of experience, okay, so
Okay.
I'll take care of that. You don't need to worry about those things. Yeah, I'm not aware
O-
like on SBS and planning, but why I see those tools in that my resume. Okay,
Okay.
all right, okay,
Thank
thank you, bye.
you. Please send me the recording
Sure,
for today and yesterday both.
yeah, sure, definitely, thank you.